I've got Karen from Asian Inspirations back in the kitchen with me today, and I'm very excited because I can see seafood and fruit, two of my favorite combinations. What are you making today?
Thai red curry with salmon.
Sounds incredible, and it doesn't look overly complex.
No, because the complexity from any red curry comes from the paste. So we're going to cheat today.
What do we do first?
Well, we're going to get the salmon started first. So off the salmon, and what we're going to do is provide a crisp to the recipe. We're going to skin it.
Excellent.
So we're going to test my knife skills here. And the secret to doing it is you just cut off a piece here just to the tip.
Creating your little handle.
And then hold on to that handle and gently cut it away from you, as close as you can to the skin.
So what I've noticed is that you've got your knife in a downward direction that moves into a 45 degree and then almost parallel to your board.
So I'm going to place these skins onto the paper towel, and if I could get your help to salt them, and it'll draw out the moisture and hopefully get a crisp.
The inside or the outside?
Both, actually.
Both.
Yeah, so.
Excellent tip for at home for getting extra crispy skin. So a lot of people are a little bit nervous about skinning fish, but you can see that you don't have to necessarily do the whole fish to get good practice in. You can just do one fillet at a time. So great little technique there for getting some little crispy skin wafers.
Wafers. And actually this one, some people might throw it away, but that's good omega-3. Put it there, and then salt it, please. So while Elena's salting the skin, I'm just going to slice up the salmon, because that will go into the curry, and you'll see that the salmon goes in right to the end, and the residual heat will cook the salmon. So salmon's a really good protein, particularly when we can get them fresh or frozen, but we can substitute this with any other seafood, meat, vegetables for vegetarians, and eggs maybe.
Excellent. So I love that this recipe is versatile for whoever is creating it with whatever you've got access to.
And we're done. So we're going to heat up a pan and we're going to fry the skins first.
I'm so excited to see this nifty trick.
Hopefully it works. Okay, so we're going to have in a medium flame, not too hot because we don't want to burn the skin. So in goes a little bit of oil, please. Okay. This side down first. In it goes, and it will curl up. So just hold it there for a couple of seconds.
So while you're while you're doing that, can I help you with something over here?
Yes, please. If I could get you to quarter the eggplant, maybe.
These are glorious looking eggplants.
Have you had them before?
I have, but people at home may not be as familiar with them. Where can we find these? What are they called?
Thai eggplant. You can get them in most Asian grocers, but they're also seasonal. So, and we're sort of the tail end of the season, I think. And very few people have had this raw, because I've tried it in a salad, and it's like eating an apple with a flavor of guava, I'd say.
Incredible.
Yes,
so eggplant that you can eat raw.
Yes, it's
definitely
crispy. Definitely crispy. Yeah. So the skins are nicely flat now. As you can see, it stopped curling, and I can help you with that.
So you've flipped them over. Oh no, not yet. So we'll get a little bit more color on that side.
Yep. And I'm going to get this started, and we can get started with the sauce. How are you going with that?
I'm okay. What can I pass you something else?
Yes, please. So we're going to get started with the gravy, the sauce actually. So, some lychee juice.
Lychee juice. What a treat.
So lychee juice, half a cup of lychee juice to go in, and some coconut milk.
Coconut milk?
So coconut milk goes in about a cup worth. And this is a very, it's important to get the right coconut milk for Thai cooking with the right amount of creaminess and fat content in the coconut. And then bring it to a simmer, or bring it to a boil. So I'll talk a little bit about this Thai red curry paste. It's a time saver. So
absolutely.
If you're in a rush, without the 20 herbs and spices in this paste, use this jar. It's really helpful. And I'm going to put in about half a jar in there. So there it goes, and I'm just going to give this a stir and bring this to a boil. So that's just enough liquid in there. So while this is going, I'm going to just check on the skins. So this has come to a boil nicely. We'll just turn down the heat just to let it simmer a little. And then we're going to add in the eggplant first.
Eggplant?
Yes.
Do you want my help with doing that? While you're
please.
Stirring?
Yep. Thank you.
You can already feel how crunchy they are by comparison to a lot of the other sort of more easily recognizable eggplants. This is why you gave me the job.
I know. Run away, eggplant.
Anything else?
Well, this will simmer in for about a couple of minutes, and then the lychees go in. And then what this process does is draws out the sweetness of the lychees and the
lovely.
flavor. And if you recall, we put in the lychee juice in here
Yeah.
rather than water. So you can do that, or in the absence of lychees, apple juice.
Oh, wonderful.
Just provides the sweetness. So that's simmering quite nicely and boiling down to just softly. We don't want it too mushy, but cooked through.
And I guess you want some of that liquid to thicken slightly. So we want a little bit of evaporation there.
Yeah. Okay, I think we can add in the lychees, please.
Time for the lychees.
So we're grabbing the skin seed, it's come nicely, and you can hear the crunch. Yeah, there you go.
So it's not just pork that comes with crackling. All of these delicious omega-rich fish, you can easily make crackling out of their skin.
Indeed, and we could save it up, put it in a bag in the freezer, and when you're ready, cook them in a big batch, and then you'll have
The most delicious TV snacks.
TV snacks. Took the words right out of my mouth. So that's simmering nicely, and what I'm going to do is put in the salmon and turn the heat off.
Ah, that's what you're talking about, the residual heat. There's enough going on in there.
Yep. See the salmon's already cooked.
How beautiful. So it's not overcooked, as you said, so it's not tough and dry all the way through. You've still got some of that beautiful sort of tender interior.
That's a good description. Yes, tender interior. I love salmon this way. So let's talk about the herbs. We're using 3 herbs today. We've got some Thai basil. And Thai basil is different from normal basil. It's a sweeter, more star anise kind of
Yeah,
flavor.
absolutely.
So I'm just going to beautiful, but it gives flavor as well. So some basil in there.
And did you want me to shred some of your kaffir lime leaves?
Yes, please. Yes, please. And really important to remove that vein in the middle, and some coriander leaves. And all these leaves serve a purpose to lift the freshness of a red curry.
This smells so incredible.
Not to forget the crispy skins, all right at the end. So for those of you who haven't used kaffir lime leaves before, I've heard that you can use this with lemon leaves.
Ah, okay. So if you don't have them, I myself have a kaffir lime plant at the front of my house and one at the back, so that when I walk in or out, I just have that beautiful aroma.
Good idea.
Just ruffle my hands through there.
And we're going to break some of these, the salmon skins on top, and maybe steal a piece.
So little crispy salmon skin croutons for this gorgeous red curry. What a treat it is to have you in the kitchen today, Karen.
Oh, it's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. There you go.
And lots of hints for our home cooks. How beautiful is that?
Ready to go with a bowl of steaming, piping hot rice.
Excellent. Thank you so much for being here
My pleasure.
and showing me all of these tips and tricks for a very fast but super flavorful
Thai red curry. Let's go for lunch.